I'm gonna read some of our YouTube member comments. You can hit the join button to become a member. Nani Dragon said, Bernie's retiring and has nothing left to lose. He wants to leave a good legacy. This is vintage Bernie we're seeing about his appearance on the Flagrant podcast. Couldn't agree more. I wish he did that the last 4 years with Biden, but that's a touchy topic. For now, I love that Bernie's back. Bruce City Mike writes in, you could agree with Bernie and want him to go further. He's still using 2016-20 ideas, which while still valid, need to be pushed further.
No, I disagree. I think those were popular ideas. I think he actually lost some support in 2020 when he succumbed to the identity police. And look, if you want to fracture the Democratic Party, meaning the voters within the Democratic Party, and literally get nothing done, great, let's keep going in the direction we've been going in. But I'm a little bit sick of like this me, my group matters the most, F everyone else. Not only is it immoral and not effective, it's a surefire path to losing, which is, in my opinion, one of the main reasons why we continue to lose.
But we don't know what Bruce City Mike meant by that. He might have meant, for example, hey, instead of $15 minimum wage, we should now be pushing for $17 minimum
Oh, I mean,
wage.
if that's what you're referring to, I agree. But I've seen his comments before, and I suspect that's not the case.
Okay, we don't know, but thank you for writing in. Carrie writes, and by the way, you can write in a clarification. Carrie writes in, as an Air Force vet, Israel is not our friend. They're one of, if not still, the top spies of America. DC has been occupied. Will you two help my mental health? The intensity you all shows how we feel. My membership will run out any day now, so until it runs out, thank you. I will keep watching, and when I get money, I'll not only get my membership back, but I can't wait to donate to the rebellion. So I appreciate that so much. Guys, first take care of yourself, okay? Make sure you're all right and your family's all right. And then if you love what we're doing and you want to give it a bigger voice, amazing, we appreciate it. Hit the join button, or you can go to tyt.com/join, where you can get a couple of months off of membership. And she's also referring to Rebellion PAC, which, by the way, today we're announcing our third candidate, all populist, all focusing exactly on what Bernie's talking about. So thank you for writing in, I appreciate it. Visitor writes in, I think one of the hardest realities Gaza has taught us is that there are those around us and in power who do not value morality the way we do.
Right.
Oh my God, brother. So yeah, look, this is one of the things I get most upset with mainstream media on how they pretend that the politicians are good, honest, decent people, the honorable gentleman from Connecticut, etc. They're not honorable at all. I think the overwhelming majority of them are crooks. They just take donor money and do whatever the donors tell them. So that's why Netanyahu is a monster. He's one of the worst terrorists of our lifetime. And how many standing ovations has he gotten from our deeply, deeply corrupt Congress? And yes, there's more Republicans than Democrats who do that, but the great majority of the Democratic Party usually goes to those events and applauds Netanyahu and takes money from AIPAC and brags about it. So these parties are bought. I can't stand it. The best path, in my opinion, is to retake the Democratic Party and bring it to the values of FDR and Bernie Sanders and get corporate PAC money out, and that's why Rebellion does that. But if you're looking for morality, as Tyrion Lannister would say, if you're looking at Washington, you've come to the wrong place.
By the way, if you're viewing this video after our live show, just know that we like to get comments from our members, super chats, and from our Twitch community. All live viewers, we take their comments, read them, and engage with our live audience. So you can do that by watching and commenting during our live show Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and we go for 2.5 hours. So
yeah, and then the last part's for members only. Last couple of members here from YouTube. These are just members now. All the guys I read. Aaron Bushnell says, I'm not sure even the Arabs have that much money. We were talking about how they could outbribe Israel earlier in the program with the $400 million for the Qatar jet and the couple of $1 billion deal that the Trump organization is getting, etc. I don't know, we'll see.
By the way, there's an update to that story. So apparently now there are allegations that Trump's the one who approached the Qataris about giving him that $400 million jet.
Yeah, I'm not at all surprised by that. But at this point, Trump's corruption, if it heads towards the Arab plan instead of the Israeli plan for Gaza, might be an ironic silver lining. Aaron Bushnell wrote in, Susan Blackburn wrote in, wish my tax dollars was funding the National Weather Service. I wouldn't have to stay up all night so I don't die in a tornado that wasn't warned or warned properly. Yes, instead of that getting funded, your money's going to Israel, your money's going to $5 trillion in tax cuts in the big, beautiful bill. And so it's a disaster. They never, ever give it to you. There's actually an economic principle called middle out, where instead of giving it to the very richest people, you give it to the middle class. They spend it quicker, and that actually revitalizes the economy better. That's the correct strategy that progressives and populists should be in favor of. And people like Bernie Sanders and Ro Khanna are. Auntie Lou says, thanks for covering Bernie on the Flagrant Pod, good interview. Last couple here, Bernie says, I can already hear the ladies from The View going rabid over Bernie again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and in fact, we're not covering it today, but just earlier, they came out and they were furious at anyone questioning Biden.
Oh my God.
Of course. They're like, how dare you? Biden was like one of the great presidents, and he was just look, it's just the fact that they can't see that they're doing propaganda is amazing. It's amazing, okay? And then finally, Michael Lamount Sr. says, we live in very unique political times. I'm glad that I have TYT to provide me with news that I can trust. Thank you, Cenk and Anna, for fearlessly telling us like it is, no matter what. You both are loved. Michael, thanks for saying that. But guys, look, there is no us without you guys. So we do this show together. That's why we read the member comments during the show. That's why we interact with you guys. We do the live chats on the polls and stuff. So come watch every day, Mondays through Fridays at 6 o'clock Eastern. 6 to 8 is public for everyone. And these days I'm doing interviews at 8 o'clock oftentimes. So we had Ben Cohen on, we had Sean Spicer on, and we grilled them on the Trump policies, etc. And tonight, I'll announce it now. The third candidate for Rebellion PAC, Randy Bryce. Iron Stash is back. He's an iron worker out of Wisconsin. He's gonna run in a largely red district, and he's gonna win it. We're bringing economic populism back with the most populist candidates you've ever seen. Randy Bryce in Wisconsin, Richard Ojeda in North Carolina, and Ro Khanna in Congress already. And a lot more on the way, and you could apply at rebellionpac.com. What we try to do on this show is give you something positive to build around so we can, what are we gonna do with Rebellion PAC? We're gonna take power back for the right part of the Democratic Party on 2026, the populist wing of the Democratic Party. And we're gonna rebuild the Democratic Party to what it was. And you do that through honesty and independence. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.